Hi friends, in this video I'm going to speak about two processes. In the first half of the video I'm going to cover how to transfer stocks from one demat account to any other demat account. And in the second half of the video I'm going to speak about how to gift stocks to your loved ones. First, let me speak about the transferring the stocks process. So let us assume that you have 4 demat accounts. Let's say Angel 1, Grow, Dhan and Zerodha, and all of a sudden you are finding it very difficult to manage your portfolio. On top of it, you are paying annual maintenance charges for 4 demat accounts, and finally when you pay your income tax returns, you are also finding it cumbersome because you have to take profit and loss from 4 different demat accounts. Therefore, you decide to consolidate these 4 demat accounts into one single demat account, and you want to get rid of 3 demat accounts altogether. Now, one option is that you sell off your stocks from each of these 3 demat accounts and then close off these demat accounts and buy those stocks into the final demat accounts the very same day. That is one option. Here the main problem is that there might be an immediate tax liability depending on if you're booking profits or not. Therefore, the second option is that you could transfer your stocks from these 3 demats accounts to final demat account, and then once the transfer is successful, you can close off those 3 demat accounts. Now the first step is to find out who is the depository of your demat accounts. In our example that we took, Angel 1, Grow, Dhan, Zerodha, they all use CDSL as the depository. And in this video, I am going to explain to you how to transfer stocks from one demat account to another demat account, provided both demat accounts are using CDSL as the depository. If you happen to have a demat account that uses NSDL, then the process of transferring stocks from CDSL to NSDL is slightly different. I'm not going to cover that in this video, but based on the response of this video, I may decide to bring another video to talk about how to transfer stocks from CDSL to NSDL based demat accounts. Now let us assume that out of Angel 1, Grow, Dhan and Zerodha, you want to retain Zerodha as an account. You want to transfer your stocks from Angel 1, Grow, Dhan to Zerodha. This is just an example. It could be anything. You might be willing to retain, let's say, Dhan, Angel 1 or Grow. It really depends on your choice. But for simplicity, so that I can explain to you in a very easy to understand language, I am assuming here that you are going to transfer stocks from Angel 1, Grow and Dhan to Zerodha. To start the transfer process, you need to go to CDSL's official website. As you can see on my screen, I have given you the link in the description and in the pinned comments as well. Simply click on the login button here and you will see this pop-up coming. Here you will choose the first option, which is My Easy New Token, and just press on login button here. It brings you username, password sort of a screen. Here now it is giving you 2 choices. One is to register for Easy account and the second one is to register for Easiest. Easy account of CDSL will allow you to view all your stocks and mutual funds that are held in CDSL, while Easiest will also allow you to transfer from one demat account to another demat account which are based on the CDSL. So what we need to do is open an Easiest account here so that we can transfer from one account to another account. Let us click here and you will get to this screen which will start the registration process now. So the first step of the registration process is to enter demat account details. This demat account details you need to enter, which is the Angel 1 account, which is from where we are transferring the accounts. So in our example, we are transferring the stocks from Angel 1 to Zerodha. So we are going to find the DP ID, client ID of Angel 1, which is the from account that we need to enter the details here. So DP ID, client ID, both these IDs are 8-digit numbers. If you go to the profile section of your demat account, in this example Angel 1, you will clearly see the DP ID and the client ID. If you see one consolidated demat account number, that will be 16-digit. First 8-digit will be DP ID and the remaining 8-digit will be client ID. Simply go and find that data, enter it here. Simply click on this registration checkbox and say continue. Now what CDSL website will do is it will send the OTP on your registered email ID as well as your phone number. So please make sure your email ID and your phone number are updated correctly with your DP account, which is your Angel 1 demat account. Otherwise, you're not going to continue with this process. Once you get your mobile OTP and email OTP, please enter that here and proceed to the next screen. In the next screen, what this website does is it allows you to set your username. This is the username that you will use to log into the CDSL website to complete the remaining process. You can choose whatever username you want, and after that, you will have to click on the trusted account pin as a checkbox here. This simply means that you're creating an account which is based on the pin number. I'll talk about it a bit later. Last thing you will have to do here is the set up the security question and answer. But once you have set up your security question and answer, what you can simply say is press on continue button, and here you will get a message that your registration is successful. The request have been forwarded to the DP for authentication, meaning that CDSL has sent a request to Angel One in our example saying that so and so Demat account wants to register themselves on the easiest option. This approval by your DP may take up to 24 hours, but if you want to get it expedited, you can reach out to your DP, in this example Angel One, and ask them to approve the request quickly. As soon as your request is approved, then CDSL will create an account for you and you will get an automatic email from CDSL which will look something like this. In this email, you will find the password to log in to the CDSL website. So you had already set up your username. Now you will get your password and now you are ready to log in and start the transfer process. Now, since you have your username and password, let's start with step number 2, which is to add your transfer to account. So in our example, we are transferring from Angel One to Zerodha. We are now going to add Zerodha into CDSL app account. It is very much similar to adding a payee into your bank account. Very similar concept here. So simply go and log in. So enter your username here, enter your password that you got from your email. Of course, you will get an OTP to verify your account. And the first time it will ask you to reset your password, which is the right thing to do. Very standard process. Enter your old password, new password, etc. And then you reset your password. Once you log in again using the new password, what you need to do is simply go into account details. Here you will be able to see all your holdings, all your stocks that you hold in your Angel One account, right? You will be able to see that. Please make sure you verify it. Also, please make sure you go and log into your Angel One account and download all your holdings. Why? Because there you will be able to see the buy price, average buy price of each of your stock. Because once you transfer from Angel One to Zerodha, in Zerodha, you can then later on ask Zerodha team to update the buy prices so that you can calculate your taxes correctly. So please make sure you download all your holding before you start this process as well. Now what we need to do is add Zerodha account or the transfer to account in this particular example. So for that, simply go to transactions here, come down here, BO linking, and click on BO linking setup. When you come onto this screen, you will see that you have to enter buyer BO number, which is a 16-digit code. Here you have to enter this 16-digit code of Zerodha, which is the transfer to account. A lot of people make a mess of this entire process because they do not know which BO number to enter here. So in our example, because we are transferring from Angel One to Zerodha, we are going to enter BO number of Zerodha here, which is the transfer to account. So please go ahead and get your 16-digit BO number. Again, you will find that in the profile section of the Demat account. Then you also enter your PAN number and then you click on submit button. You'll get a successful message here, but this request is still pending for verification. Very much similar to when you add a payee, you get a OTP that you have to go and verify. Very similar process here. So if you go back to transaction here, BO linking here, and click on BO linking inquiry and delink, what you will see is that you have added Zerodha's BO number here, but the request is still pending. So for that, you will get an email from CDSL. As soon as you get an email from CDSL, they will give you a link to click on. You click on that link and simply go ahead and enter PAN card number and the Demat account number. Here the Demat account number you have to enter is the Angel One, which is the account that you've created CDSL for. Please make sure you're not making any mistakes here, otherwise this process will not be helpful for you. So here we need to enter PAN card number and your Demat account number, which is from where you want to transfer the stocks. Now once you enter your correct details, what you will see here is the seller BO ID, buyer BO ID. So seller BO ID in our example is Angel One because we are transferring from Angel One, and buyer BO ID is the Zerodha account. You can quickly review it to make sure everything is fine. You click on generate OTP, you get an OTP, you enter that OTP, and now Zerodha has been added successfully into your account. You can quickly go and check this out. Simply go to transactions, BO linking, inquiry and delink, and now you will see that this is verified now. Now the third step will be to add your transfer to account into the trusted account list. So in our example, Zerodha is the transfer to account. We have to make Zerodha as a trusted account on the CDSL website. How to do that? Simply go to miscellaneous here and click on edit trusted account. Simply then you will have to click on add trusted account. And in this pop-up here, you will have to enter transfer to accounts BO ID number. In our example, it is Zerodha account. So enter here 16-digit BO ID of Zerodha Demat account. Once you enter it, submit it here, you're going to see that the request is now pending for approval. This request has gone to Angel One. What is happening here is that we are asking for approval from Angel One to transfer stocks from Angel One to Zerodha. That's why we need to wait for this approval to come through. it may take up to 24 hours. So until this request is approved, you will see pending for authentication here. But within 24 hours, as soon as this request is approved, you will see the status automatically changing to authenticated by DP. If your DP has not done it within 24 hours, you can reach out to them as well. Now comes the final and the fourth step. We are ready to transfer our stocks from Angel One to Zerodha. So simply go to transaction and click on setup and come down and click on bulk setup here. What you will note here is that execution date is the date you need to set as the transfer date. Please make sure you use weekdays. You do not select Saturday or Sunday. It is easier to get it done on a weekday. Secondly, you will have here counter BOD. Here you will have to select the transfer to Demat account, which is your Zerodha account in our example. Select that. And the third one that you will have to select here is the entity identifier, which is NA. Finally, you click on this plus button and it will load all your stocks that needs to be transferred or that are eligible for transfer. Simply click on one of them, whichever one you transfer. One by one you can select, and also then enter the quantity that you want to transfer. So if you hold 100 quantities, you can transfer partial, let's say 50, that is possible. Then you select the reason for trade here. You have a lot of options here. So if you're gifting a stock, that's why you're transferring, you can select gift. If you're transferring from your account, one Demat account to another, which is our example, then you select the transfer to your own account. Also, you can transfer to your family members as well. So you can select the appropriate reason code here. Once you're done with that, then you click on the submit button here. After you clicked on submit button, what you need to do is verify and commit this transaction. So click on verify button. After clicking on verify button, you make sure you tick these two check boxes and press on commit. You are now going to get a OTP code. After you've entered your OTP, it will ask you to enter your PIN. You would have received your PIN via the email from CDSL at the time of registration. If you did not get it, then you can simply go to the miscellaneous and you can reset your PIN. It's a very straightforward process. And once you've got your PIN number, you can enter your PIN here. Now, as such, your process is complete now. CDSL in the background will transfer your stocks from Angel One to Zerodha in this particular example. You can go and check the status of that. Simply go to transactions, inquiry, and then transactions. Select easiest here. Choose the transfer date that you had selected at the time of doing the transfer. And after that, you will be able to see your transactions here. Here, you will also be able to see the status of each of these records. And once the transfer is successfully done, you are also going to get emails for each of these stocks that your transfer is completed. So far, if you're liking this video, request you to hit the like button. Let me know in the comments a simple thank you. It motivates me to bring such content for you at zero cost. With that, let's move to part 2 of this video, which is how to gift stocks to your loved ones. For example, a husband wants to gift stocks to the wife. In that case, how the process goes. I'm going to use Zerodha platform as an example here. Not all the Demat brokers have this option of gift. Zerodha does have it. Therefore, I'm going to use that as an example. So first step will be for husband to log into the Kite application, enter your user ID and password. And the next thing you will have to do is go to your holdings, select the stock that you want to gift to your wife, click on the 3 dot buttons, and then you will see an option of send as a gift. Click on that. Now what you will have to do here is enter your wife's name and the mobile number. Make sure that your wife also has Zerodha account here, or the person that you're gifting to also has the Zerodha account, because this process is extremely simple if both of you have the Zerodha account. Once you click on continue, you are going to see that stock that you sent as a gift. Now you click on that and just enter the quantity that you want to gift and finally continue. Now what Zerodha will do is that Zerodha will send an email to the recipient or the wife in this example. Within 7 days, the wife need to go and accept the gift from husband. Process is extremely simple. In this example, wife can simply log into Zerodha and we'll see a request coming in. Simply go and accept this gift. Once you accept the gift, Zerodha will send an email to husband now saying that you can go ahead and approve this gift now. So the email will look something like this. Simply click on approve the gift and you will be taken to Zerodha website and press on approve button here, and now you will have to enter your CDSL pin, very much similar to when you sell your stocks from your account. Enter your pin number. Once you click on it, your transaction is successful. At this point in time, your stocks are not yet transferred. So next step will be that you are going to get an email from CDSL saying that can you authorize this transaction. So the husband is going to get that email. Simply click on the link that is there in the email, enter your PAN card number here, enter your Demat account number, and after entering PAN account number and the Demat account number, you will simply click on generating an OTP, generate the OTP, enter the OTP. After the OTP authentication is successful, Zerodha will set an off-market transaction with CDSL. CDSL will send you an email and SMS by 5 p.m. the same day. In that email, you'll find a link. Open that link, enter your PAN number, click on off-market transaction, generate OTP, and you are done. Please make sure you do this step by 8 p.m. the same day. The next day, stocks will be visible on wife's account and they can happily see the gifts given by their husband. One thing you will note here is that wife will not be able to see the average cost at which these stocks were bought by the husband. In case you want to get that information updated, what you can do is reach out to Zerodha's team and they will be able to update the cost. This generally is needed when you are calculating your profits so that you can pay correct taxes. So in this video, I've spoken about how to go about transferring stocks, as well as I've talked about how to go about gifting stocks. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'll try to read as many comments as possible and try to reply as many as possible. With that, I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, keep rocking.